The chairman of the National Social Security Fund Board, Peter Chimbowa, led the board members to the afternoon session with a committee set aside to investigate the scandals at the fund. The session started with the committee asking Dr. Sam Lyomochi, a member of the board, to withdraw his earlier status that the select committee is biased and thus sanitizing the investigations, yet he had reappeared again to the same committee.
I can make allegation, I can make what, but if there is no facts, it's a wastage of time. And to me, when he was talking, I was laughing because I have intelligence reports, I have this, but I know him.
If that petition that I have conflicts and you think I cannot continue, then so be it. But I stand by those words, because even the letter, that police thing, even himself is summoned, it is there, everything is there. So for him to say that was between or not when actually he himself was also, and even made a statement, very, very deep thing. There are things that I cannot speak here to embarrass him.
Dr. Lyomochi declined and turned the discussion personal with MP Charles Bakabulindi, basing on their dirty political history. The committee chairperson, Mwine Mpaka, guided that Dr. Lyomochi moves out of the session since he maintained that the committee was biased.
Against me, I request the committee to give me time, space in the absence of my brother. But if it's not possible, then so be it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Wish you a good evening. Okay. Can we proceed?
In the current financial year 2022-2023, NSSF secured 1.8 billion shillings, which was approved by the NSSF board to cater for corporate social responsibility. However, the success of the allocation was a blessing to the board members who turned the fund into a cash bonanza.
You changed and called it corporate social investment. So the chairman of the board, you have been allocated 250 million to donate as and when you wish, and this money cannot be accounted for. The whole board, you have been allocated 500 million to donate how and when you think you want.
I got to know about the repeated allocation yesterday from the media.
The members of the board, including the chairperson, Peter Chimbowa, could not explain the fate of the 1.8 billion as the committee noticed a misunderstanding between the board and the management of NSSF.
Chair, that budget that you saw yesterday was never presented to the board, actually. You recall yesterday I said I was also hearing that allocation for the first time. I was on record. If you look at our minutes, that allocation...
But you passed the 1.8 billion budget.
Yes, Chair, that was passed. And the board, I believe, accepts that they passed it. They did.
And professional subscriptions. That's the budget line. And that is what we approved. Now, this breakdown of money going to board members to what must be somebody's creation, which we are not part of.
The investigations also unearthed a move by former Managing Director Richard Byarugaba behind the breakdown of the expenditure for the funds as chaired by the stakeholders.
What informed the figure of 1.8 billion if there were no departmental work plans and the estimates for corporate social responsibility or investment, whatever you call it?
We were having a meeting in Ibulala in Mbarara. There is a hotel there called Ibulala. I was with Dr. Silva Mujishai discussing the other things. Then Byarugaba himself came with a phone and he opened and scored it that in the budget we shall have this one for you. Now I said, what is this?
Hassan Hamidat, a board member of NSSF, pins Dr. Sam Lyomochi and Deputy Managing Director Patrick Ayota in the support of the controversial 6 billion request by Minister Betty Among.
That one is not even a secret.
Who else on the board?
Everybody knows it is not even a secret.
Yeah, that one is not. But except the people are sensitive with information. Maybe I'm not sensitive, but I feel.
Who else was supporting that move apart from Dr. Lyomochi and Mr. Ayota? Who else?
At least in my assessment.
Those two.
Yeah.
The MPs also noted that the NSSF board did not participate in the appointment of Patrick Ayota as the acting MD as prerequisite by the law. The committee is in its last days of investigations as directed recently by the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among. Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabinji, UBC.